Everyone, and welcome to Burn Pilates. My name is Lydia, and today I'm going to be leading you through a reformer-inspired foam roller Pilates class. That's why this class is called ReforMAT. It's an original class that I designed to help you get the most, not only from props that you might not be using from home, but also to really garner the same kind of feedback that a reformer provides. We don't need to spend a lot of money. We don't need to go and use a machine. Joseph Pilates actually created the reformer to help people become strong enough to do mat work. That being said, I want to encourage you to customize your class with me here today. If you'd like to use weights, if you want to use other resistance tools, if you want to do this entire class without the use of props, just know that you can. Every exercise has been designed so that you can personalize your class here with me today. For those of you who are first timers here on Burn Pilates, welcome to my channel. I invite you to click subscribe and join me for classes that you can curate into your week and personalize for your own Pilates practice. Just note that there will be ads throughout the class, as this is a free platform here on YouTube. What I would encourage you to do is continue moving, stretching, and/or take sips of water throughout the ads. If you are looking for ad-free classes along with exclusive work, be sure to check out my link in the description box below, which will take you to my Patreon. Guys, without further ado, set up your space, set up your mat, grab what you plan to use, and let's get right into our flow. Welcome. Starting on our backs today, using our foam rollers. Again, I just want to preface this class by encouraging you that if you don't have a foam roller, all of the movements will be essentially the same. You do not need props to get in the benefits of this mat work that we're about to go in together. So don't get too discombobulated. We're going to be lying on the foam roller, and if you do not have one, you will be lying on your back, on your mat, no different than if you were on a reformer or simply on a mat doing mat work. To safely lie on your foam roller, what I suggest doing is sitting on it with your tailbone, stabilizing with your feet hip bone width and distance, and then smoothly rolling down, aligning the foam roller up from the crown of your head through your neck, all the way along your spine. If your foam roller is too short for you and it's not the same length that mine is, then again, modify and be on the floor. With your feet, ensure that your 10 toes are spread out into the mat. Lengthen through your neck, taking your arms from the floor, reaching up to the ceiling, turning your palms to face in. Take a full breath in through your nose, and on your exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Expand and extend the width across your collarbones, stabilizing, just noticing where you are in space. As you inhale here, take your arms and open them up wide, feeling that stretch across the chest, opening and extending. If it feels good to go to the floor, go to the floor and let the stretch happen through your chest. And exhale as you reach all the way back up to the ceiling. Let's just go for 2 more reps like this. Inhale. Find your stability, connect with your foam roller, connect with your floor, and exhale, reach. Collarbones wide, 1 more time. Collarbones wide, again, releasing your shoulders down and back. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, reaching your fingers to the floor, extend. Once you find your ground, breathe in and lift. Stacking right over top of your shoulders and exhale, reach. Notice your spine and how you're supporting yourself, knitting your ribs together, connecting with the feeling of length coming from how you're stabilizing to your mat. Floor is your equipment as much as your foam roller is, and you want to use that ground to support. From here, reach your arms all the way down, find your mat, find your floor, palms flat. Shoulders again rolling down and away from the ears. Knit your ribs in. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine with the lightest little bit of space to accommodate your own neutral. On your next breath in, lift your right leg to tabletop. And on your exhale, take your foot down, find the mat. Breathing in, left leg lifts, move slow with control. And just notice here how your body is working to stabilize. We're just warming up, bringing attention into the body. So through these movements, at a base, while they are simple, start to bring in the nuances of perfecting your form as a focus. When things are simple, it means we need to activate our mindfulness more. Don't rush it. The next time you lift your right leg up in space, keep it there. Take your left arm all the way up. And from here, palm turning in, you inhale to stay. And on your exhale, reach. Arm and leg away. And inhale, coming all the way back to tabletop. Arm stacking over shoulder. And exhale to reach. Ribs knitting in, maintaining stability. Go for 2 more here. Full stretch of your leg all the way out. Practice the activation of your muscles entirely so that you're not left with a light bend. Extend, grow long. Make your way all the way back. Taking your arm down with your toes and foot, find your floor. Breathe in. And exhale, left leg lifts to tabletop, right arm joins. Breathing in to stay, and exhale to reach. Notice how you're stabilizing here. And again, ribs knit in. You're activating through all of your leg muscles on the stretch of your knee, so ensure that you are feeling that stretch. Tauten up your muscles. Tauten up, tighten up. Grammatically right now, I'm not sure which is correct. I know that tighten is, that sounds right to me. But we want to get the muscles taut, so they're both accurate. Go for your last one here. Breathe out to stretch, extend, reach. Come all the way back in. And taking hand and foot to floor from here, find your ground. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, nod your chin towards your sternum, reach for your hamstrings, and try to sit all the way up safely, securely, taking your sit bones off of the foam roller. We're going to bring the foam roller now into our hands, lying all the way back down onto your back, just noticing how you feel on the floor here. A stable surface. Arms stretching on up, palms are pressing into your foam roller, shoulders are rolling down and back. Taking your legs one at a time to tabletop, stabilize with your spine in an imprint for more support should you need. However, neutral is what we're working for always to add the challenge on into our abdominal wall. Knees are squeezing in, ankles are squeezing in tight. You're working here for slow movement in control. You're gonna touch your foam roller to your thighs on your breath in. On your exhale, we're gonna alternate a single leg stretch out and back, foam roller reaching away, making sure that you're keeping your ribs knitted together. Breathe in, come back to center, squeeze your inner thigh strong, touch the top of your quads and switch. Exhale. Notice how your abdominal wall is working right away, and modify your leg if you need to go a little bit less low to support your lumbar. Go higher. We don't want the lumbar overly arching. If you're working for neutral, you're keeping your natural arch, but you're suction cupping your abs towards your spine to keep that support. Breathe out through your mouth and inhale through your nose. Go for one more each leg and keep this slow and controlled, breathing in and exhale to reach. you bring your legs back to tabletop. Bring the foam roller right away into a long angle and support it between your inner thighs, between your calves, between your feet, flexing or pointing, whatever feels right for you. Arms reaching up, breathe in, shoulders wide, collarbones extended from left and right. Nod on up. Lift into the thoracic curl. Send your arms in that length that we're trying to always increase. And from here, check that your feet are in a parallel. You're squeezing your legs into the foam roller, supporting this hold from your inner thighs. Breathe in as you lower down. Arms stretch all the way out and back. Exhale. Pass your shoulder alignment first, then nod on up. Make sure that you're not increasing work in your neck, but rather increasing work in your abs. Slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time, trying to get those ribs to lengthen away from your hip bones. Breathing in and exhale. Notice, head stays heavy until the arms pass your collarbone alignment, then you nod on up. That's super technical in the form, but it's going to change everything for your neck. We're going to go for one more from here. Lengthen, 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 knit your ribs, abs staying tight. Exhale, nod on up. And from here, setting up right away for 50, 100. Start to pump your arms, breathing in and out. Gaze above your toes, stretch your neck, and create strength through your arms with that extension of your triceps. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 10. And exhale out. From here, you're going to take a roll on up, hands behind your hamstrings, roll on up, and bring your foam roller right away behind your lumbar spine. You're going to keep your foam roller static by ensuring that it's held in place. Use your hands. You can also have them behind the foam roller. You can hold on the side, whatever works for you. As you scoop into your lower C-spine, adjust the foam roller so it sets up, then reach your arms all the way out. Knees squeezing in together, collarbones wide. Deep breath in, pinky fingers touch the floor, and on your exhale, you lift arms to ceiling without popping your chest. All of these movements here are set to really bring in attention into your abdominal wall and how you're supporting your spine. Inhale and exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Go for a last set of 2. Make sure the chest isn't popping, and if it is, lift your arms less high. One more. And exhale, reach. Taking your hands into genie position. Shoulders roll down and back. Right leg lifts to tabletop. Inhale and exhale as you twist towards the right. Stretch your right leg all the way down to the floor. Touch the ground, breathe in. And exhale, come back. Inhale to stay. And exhale to reach. Breathe in to stay. And exhale, come back. One more. And exhale to reach. Inhale to stay. And exhale, come all the way home. Take your right foot down, lift your left leg up, breathe in. And exhale 3 times, we twist. Touch the floor, hold. Inhale to stay, breathe out, come back. Inhale to stay, and exhale, move. Inhale to stay, and exhale, come back one more time. Take your foot to the floor, breathe in. And on your exhale, extending your arms all the way out, stretch your legs long, hold, lift your arms up, and from here, we're going to take the arms circling down towards the left, up towards the right. Chest staying square. Squeeze your legs in the midline. Go for a last one here. Hold. And switch sides. Whew, I'm shaking already. Inhale to lower and exhale to lift. Really challenge yourself not to twist your body going in the movement of your arms. Stay square and just circle those arms for a last set of 2. One more. Breathe in and exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Send the energy through your fingertips forward and lift all the way on up. Take a stretch forward. Allow your body to drape over top of your legs. Try not to reach where you're adding tension, but rather let go. Allow gravity to do some work here. When you're ready, unravel. You're going to be setting up right away with your foam roller as a stability tool. I want you to imagine that you're on your reformer on a light white spring, yellow if you're used to balance body, but the lightest spring that there is. You're going to find your foam roller, opening up your hands wide, ensuring that your chest is square. Flex your right toes into the foam roller, flex your left toes into the mat. Use your left and right leg to help lift you up, find stability, and then stretch to have both of your feet on that foam roller. We're staying here for a full breath in and out for 8, 7, keep your carriage still, and 4, 3, 2, last 1. Take your right leg down first. Take a full breath in, hold, and on your exhale, stretch on up. Second round, holding your plank here for 8. For 7, activate your lats by rotating your elbows in towards your midline, spreading your fingers out wide, scooping your hips forward. We're not tacking the butt, but we are pulling the abdominal wall up by ensuring that the pelvis isn't arched outwards. Stay for 2, stay for 1, whichever leg you want to take down first. Bring your knee to the floor and take your second leg down. We're going to be setting up from here now with the elbows on the mat. You're going to take your shins onto your foam roller. So bring your foam roller in just enough so that you can easily and aptly bring your knees to shins on the foam roller. Number 1 key and cue is to ensure that you are comfortably held. You're going to have your knees separate a hip bone width and distance. Staying stable here. Again, we're on a light white spring. Think of that white spring. Adjust your foam roller if you need for more support. From here, you can have your toes pointed where they aren't touching the floor. You can also flex your toes into the ground to have more support. We're going into a single leg stretch, starting with the right leg. Reach it all the way out and staying balanced here on the foam roller. As you breathe in, touch down to the floor, full arabesque and parallel. On your exhale, lift on up, squeeze your glute, ensure that you're not starting to overly arch your spine. We want to lift the leg up as high as we can, but not at the expense of going into any flexion or any hyperextension of our spine. You want to keep your spine in neutral. The abdominals are working as you lower your leg. Think of pushing down, and on this lift, your butt is squeezing to do this lever work. Your hips are like a crane. We're lowering and lifting with control. Exhale. Deep breath in, keeping your carriage stable, and stretch on up, 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 up. Let's go for a last set here of 3. Collarbones wide, neck stretching out. Be sure that you're not dropping or collapsing the weight of your head. Last time. Breathe in. And exhale, lift. Hold the lift at the top. Keep your leg long, and from here, flex your foot, point your toes for 8, 7, increasing that stretch to the back of your leg. Abs staying activated. Navel to spine. Last set of 4, 3, 2, final 1. You're going to return your right leg onto your foam roller. Bring your hands back onto your mat, and from here, walk your foam roller underneath mid-shins. You're going to take a full breath in, move your foam roller away, allowing it to go right in towards your kneecaps. On your exhale, pull your foam roller in, keeping your spine in neutral. Try to get your knees in the direction of your wrists without rounding your back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Ooh. And exhale. Let's go for a last set of 2. It's a lot of work and using your floor, being attentive and mindful as to how your back is. Again, don't round it when you pull the foam roller in. Don't scoop. Keep your tailbone out, 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 out. From here, align your foam roller back up into the same start position we had for our single right leg. Lower your forearms down. Again, you can flex your toes into the mat on that right foot should you need. Left leg goes out. Take an inhale. We lower down. Keep your carriage still and lift. We're stretching out the hip flexor by keeping our left leg long. And as you're stretching out in the length, you're activating through your glute. One muscle contracts, another extends. So because your butt is behind the front of your hip, when it flexes, it extends your hip. And we do way too much sitting in life. So the goal is to always stretch out through the hips, open them up, and get that posterior chain activated. Way too many people aren't working out their butts enough. We could all afford to work it out pretty much every day because it's a huge muscle group. Let's go for a last set here of 3. Think of pushing down to lift. Forearms and right thigh activated. Go for your last one. And exhale. Hold at the top. And from here, 8 times flex and point. Try to stretch and send energy out through those toes. For 5 and 4. Work every part of your foot arch. Don't have it moving like a block. Try to get that sequentialism through your arches, through your toes. For 2. And last one. As you bring your leg down, find the floor. Bring your hands onto your mat. Step your right leg back. Find a plank. Let your foam roller roll away. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, heels stay high. We lift up into a pike. Inhale to stay. And exhale, unfolding your hips, neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Reaching your spine and body long into 180. Lift up, crease at the hips, stretch. Heels stay high. And lower down. We're not unraveling, you're not rounding. You're folding your body like a piece of paper. We folded the hips. We decrease that fold and stretch out, lengthening. Squeeze your glutes to finish that stretch. For 2. Go for a last one here. And exhale. As you bring your knees down, we're gonna be setting up with the foam roller underneath the left hip. You're gonna lower your left forearm down to the floor. Again, modify as you need. This is gonna be working a bit of stability. Stretch your left leg long, take your right foot and stack it right over top of your left. How would you know if your foam roller needs to be adjusted? Well, if you're feeling pain, if you're feeling extreme discomfort, move it up, down, according to how you need to have those left obliques lifted, or again, eliminate the foam roller. Right hand is gonna stack on your hip. Make sure that you're pushing your hip down and away and that you're not starting to slouch going into television watching position. Your legs are in the alignment of your hip bone, through your ribs, all the way through your pecs. Taking your right leg up, breathing in. Hold and stay. On your exhale, I want you to send the energy of your right foot forward. Lengthen your leg long. Single leg hinge. We inhale, bring the leg all the way back, directly over top of that left thigh. Don't go further back. Stack your body strong. And breathing out. Adding on, you're gonna point your toes as you start to develop a little bit more of that awareness in balance and stability. Inhale, flex forward, hip pulling back, legs staying lifted. Exhale, stretch. Stop once you're stacked over top of that left thigh. You can always modify the distance of your leg in this hinge forward and back. However, what you're working for is sending the tailbone directly towards the end of your mat, keeping the crown of your head in opposition, stretching out long. So we're pulling from front to back. And at the same time, as your leg moves forward, you're pulling and drawing your left hip and right hip back towards, for me, it's the wall, thinking of how you're working to always oppose the force of your body. The leg goes more forward. There's more weight that's trying to take us in the direction of our movement. So you want to think of the opposition. If the leg goes forward, where are you pulling back from? Ribs staying closed, abs staying tight. We're going to go for a last one here. Breathe in and exhale. Keep your toes strong, pointed, and lengthened out. Hold from here. We're going to take an inhale, and you're going to start to circle, bringing your leg all the way up and around, drawing about the size of a pretty solid hula hoop. Thigh in parallel. You could always have your right hand behind the nape of your neck. You could always have your hand on the floor or on your hip. And also, by looking down and then changing your gaze to look upwards, that could be enough to release any neck tension that tends to come in. We're circling the leg for a lacetive 2 in this direction, keeping and holding stability. Our carriage isn't moving. You're solid, you're set. Breathe in to stay. On your exhale, reverse a circle. Don't go fast. Move at my pace and really stir out this movement from your hip, from your outer thigh, from your glute. I want you to train your body to savor the slow and control. We're trying to wear down our slow twitch fiber muscles. Circling your leg here for another set of 3. 2. Last one. Take a full breath in at the top, hold and stay, and let's pulse to finish for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep stretching longer. 2 and 1. Take your leg all the way down, and from here, shimmy your hips back. We're going to bring the foam roller under the opposite side. Right away, setting up. Again, listen to your body. Allow yourself the opportunity and permission to adjust as you need. Legs are long, you're on that 180. You pick up right away the weight of your left leg, left hand on the hip, obliques engaged. Push your left hip down and away, breathe in. And exhale, hinge forward. Add the toes in a stretch as you extend back, over top of that right thigh. Notice the difference in stability and keep your carriage still. All of these movements here are slow and controlled for the reason of you finding the connections in your body. That's truthfully the complexity of Pilates, is that a lot of movements are simple at a base, but simplicity is the highest and most sophisticated form of complexity, because how do you make something simple really work for you? You slow it down. You work to the arch of your foot, pulling that calf into a full lengthened position. Kneecap draws up, leg is level to the hip. You stretch out and away, extend, 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 extend. Smack yourself if you're not sure if your muscles are taut and tight. They should be so executed in length that you look like you were training to dance for the Royal Academy of Ballet. Challenge yourself in each moment of stillness to stop, to stay, and then go into that length for a last set here of 2. Collarbones wide if you need to have a little bit of a change up of your eyes, your gaze, look around you, change your focus. Last one, forward and back. Deep breath in, flex your foot. And on your exhale, stretching your toes out and away, keep your leg long, make sure it's over top of that right thigh, and we start to circle up and around. Stabilizing, making sure your ribs are knitting together, that your head is reaching out, the right obliques are cinching in because the left hip is pushing down and away. Feeling the side, strong. We've got 3, we've got 2. Last one, hold the top, breathe in. It kills. Exhale, circle. Really fight for the circles and humble yourself to lift no higher than where you can control the movement. Slow. You're choosing to move. Your body's not flailing into these exercises. Oh my gosh, I'm really feeling this. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. Tell yourself there's only 8 reps. Hold your leg at the top, and right here, let's go for 8 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your leg down and bring your body smoothly off of that foam roller. Give yourself a moment here, take a sip of water, and stretch it out. One of my favorite stretches is to go into a seated light twist. If you find it difficult to sit down on your bum like I am right now, what I suggest, we're stretching out that right hip, is extend your bottom leg out. Before you add the twist, try to get your left leg in that position where it's parallel to your hip. It could be bent, it could be stretched. Think of bringing your right knee towards your left shoulder and lightly arch out your lumbar spine. Create that length. When you're ready, add a twist. Stay for one full breath cycle. And switching sides. This is a great stretch to go into, but you always want to make sure that you're having your stretch come into your glute and not just twisting right away. This is not about the spine, it's about the hip, it's about the glute, it's about the outer thigh. Left knee towards that right shoulder. Arch out your spine through a little bit of that extension and length, eyes up. And then if the twist is something that you can permit your body to go into, lightly, lightly twist. Don't go deep, make it light. We want to feel the stretch here. When you're ready, releasing, taking your foam roller. You're going to bring your foam roller underneath the arches and soles of your feet, lying all the way back down onto your spine, taking your hands right behind the nape of your neck. Thoracic curl, staying lifted like so, is an option to add on a bit more through your abdominal wall. You can always lie all the way down should your neck need a break. From here, you're going to take a full breath in. Hold, and on your exhale, stretch your legs out. Find a full extension through your thighs. Make sure your knees aren't just bopping down. You want to keep your muscles taut and firm. Knees are supported. From here, we're going to start to move our carriage in and out on this light white spring. You stretch to lengthen. You pull in. We're going to inhale and exhale, stretch. Breathe in. Control the foam roller with you. On your exhale, again, when you stretch out, make sure your knees aren't bopping down. You're drawing attention into how your muscles are controlling light resistance. We're going to be adding on from here. Lower down as you stretch. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders peel up and off. As you open, make sure that your legs and upper body meet the floor and meet the stretch at the same time. Your legs should never be long while your upper body is still moving, and vice versa. I'm going to be adding on. Choose your movement as you wish. Breathing in to stretch. On your exhale, as you bring your legs to the bend, the left leg is going to lift up and off to tabletop. Breathe in, stretch, left leg lengthening over top of that foam roller, and exhale, right leg pulling in. Stop your knee right over top of your hip. Don't keep pulling into your chest. That's something I see way too often. That's a different movement. We want to find our 90 degrees. Maybe your right leg pulls the foam roller in a bit deeper, but your left leg should always be stacking in that tabletop. Let's go for 2 more. On your last one here, keep your head nodded on up, maintain thoracic curl. Take your left arm all the way out. From here, you're going to reach right leg with left arm. Reach, pull all the way in. Left leg stays in tabletop. You want your arm going right next to your temple, making sure you don't lose your skin or bicep completely out of your peripheral. Let's go for our last one here. Breathe in and exhale. Take your left foot down, bring your hands back behind the nape of your neck, setting up for the second side. Let's start with 2 legs. Inhale to reach and extend. Exhale, slow movement in. Again, think of using one white spring on your machine. As you stretch, you're controlling that light tension out, pulling your kneecaps up, using your quads, using your hamstrings. We're going to add on right away the right leg, taking a lift. The next time you roll your foam roller in, just the left leg is rolling. Right leg stops over top of tabletop. Deep breath in and exhale. Your ribs are gliding away from your hips and your sacrum is staying heavy. Your pelvis should not be flexing in or extending out. Your hips are secure because of how you're using your abs. So think of how your ribs are extending out in length, 180 degree of length, and then they're being pulled and drawn in towards your hips because of your abs. You should never feel like your back is moving in and out of an imprint spine. So if you feel that your lumbar is being lost in that floor, try to maintain neutral. Let's go for another set here of 3. Last set of 2. Use your full breath. Deep breath into stretch. And exhale. Extend your right arm all the way out and from here. Left leg, right arm, breathing in. And exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Challenge yourself to push the foam roller out slower and slower, reaching your right arm next to temple, next to ear. Last set of 3. Last set of 2. Finish your last one. Stretch and reach everything out. Inhale. On your exhale, take your hands behind your hamstrings, lower your right foot down, and draw yourself all the way up. If it feels nice to keep your feet on the foam roller, allow them to stay there with your ankles open up, a little wider than hip width distance. Stretch your arms up to ceiling, palms looking in. From here, take an inhale. On your exhale, flex your feet, extend right arm to the center of your legs, left arm reaching back. Try to increase the stretch through your arms and chest by reaching forward and back at the same time. Inhale to lift, back to center, spine is long. If your back is starting to round because your feet and ankles are on that foam roller, take your legs off, keep them on the floor. We want to stretch and work our form and not go into any position where the lumbar spine and hip flexors are having to work too hard because we're tight. Stretch and reach. Deep breath in, one more time each side. Finish your last one here, breathing in and exhale. Send the energy through your fingertips first. Look on up. And on your exhale, extend your arms to your side. Bring your hands down to your floor. Take your feet off your foam roller and either in a butterfly position or a cross-leg position. Just find a moment here sitting tall. If it feels nice to close your eyes, close your eyes. Ribs knitting in, collarbones wide. I want you to breathe in all the attention and intention that you've worked through this class. And I want to encourage you here as you exhale to let go of absolutely anything you don't need. If it's a voice in your head telling you something negative about yourself, if you're already drifting off into the work responsibilities of your day, if you're hearing your kids' voices in the background and you're feeling anxious about what's to come for them, maybe you just felt a bit icky before you started moving today. Notice it, acknowledge it, and with your exhale, let it trickle away. Let go of what doesn't serve you. I always tell people in my classes that it's important that we take these moments for ourselves to be a little selfish, give our bodies and our minds and our spirits what we need so that we can best serve others. So as you inhale here, allow for what serves you to fill up your body. And with your exhale, release whatever doesn't serve you. Open your eyes. And from here, just allowing me the opportunity to say thank you so much for joining me for class today. I really hope that these movements are ones that you can best I really hope that you feel the benefits of working in a slow and mindful way. One of the things I'm super passionate about is leading you through classes that teach you about the quality of your movements, the focus anatomically as to where we're working, how we're working, and what we're working for, so that when you do classes in studio, when you are playing sports, when you are doing life, picking groceries, children up, having to bend into cars that are low to the ground, pick babies up out of strollers, car seats, etc., whatever it is that life throws your way, these are the classes to give you a base, an understanding not only of your own body, but of the movement quality that we are seeking. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave them for me. I love to get to know you. As a teacher, getting the chance to connect with the people taking class with me is so important. And it's because of you all that I create these classes. So don't be a stranger. Keep your comments coming. I love all of them. I hope you have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. If again, this is your first time here on Burn Pilates, I invite you to click subscribe and like this class if you enjoyed it. Your participation here on my channel is such an important factor in being able to help me grow these classes and grow as a trainer here on YouTube. Again, if you are looking for classes that are ad-free along with exclusive work that you won't find here on YouTube, be sure to check out my Patreon in the link in the description box below. Guys, thank you again for joining for class. I look forward to seeing you at the next burn.